Len Johnson from LJE Products. Congratulations and thank you for purchasing the Blizzard Buster for the oxygen helmet. Today we're going to go through how to install this. If you notice, it's already got a magnetic connector that just pops on to the existing one, and your E-Link cable goes right over that and powers up everything. And basically what you're going to do is peel off the release liner on the back of the light. So take your alcohol prep pad and prep the area where you're going to be installing the Blizzard Buster. Make sure that you let the alcohol evaporate, and most importantly, you have to do this in a room that's at least 70 degrees, and if the helmet's cold and you just took it in from outside, you got to let it sit overnight. You got to let that helmet warm up. The 3M adhesive will not stick to cold plastic. Now that you let the alcohol prep pad dry, you're now ready to peel the release liner off the back of the Blizzard Buster. This is a pre-production unit, and the final units that you're going to see in October will be the same finish that you see on the back of the oxygen helmet. So I just use a knife and I grab the edge of that release liner. Now you're going to hold back on the wire, put the magnet on, and line everything up so it's nice and lined up. And you're going to apply this right over the existing module. If you don't get it exactly the way you want it the first time, you can peel it right off because it doesn't, the 3M adhesive doesn't activate immediately. And I just make sure I kind of follow the contour of the oxygen helmet precast plastic back piece. You want to make sure you press the middle first, and then once you get the middle seated, you work the edges in so there's no air bubbles or gaps. Okay, we're ready to test. We're using a battery powered cord here. And you can push the small switch, cycle through the different colors. And what's nice about our Blizzard Buster is it remembers the color that you left it on. So if you unplug it when it's green, you plug it back in, it's going to go back to green. So because we're using a color selectable LED, when you change the settings on the controller for the helmet and you go down to a lower setting, you're going to see a slight bit of flickering. That's normal because the LEDs we're using are at the lowest voltage they can be at and still work. So don't let that bother you. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing you're going to really see when you're riding. And once you put it back up to medium or high, it stabilizes. It's fine. Now you have a super bright safety light, which allows people to see you in the worst of the snow dust, and it makes snowmobiling safer. Thank you for purchasing our product, and we'll see you on the trails.